Hey everyone, welcome to the High Priestess Demari channel and to another collective reading. I hope you're all doing well. So it's interesting right now in the UK because we're definitely in a transitionary period between seasons. We're seeing the end of summer for sure. You can tell just by looking outside, when you look at the trees, the leaves are already turning brown and starting to fall away. The grass is turning brown. The temperature has dropped. The weather is more erratic. Definitely a lot cooler and more cloudy and stuff. So, and we're having more rain, of course. But yeah, so it's very interesting to see how there's still elements of summer at play. There's still some sunshine. The temperatures are still mild. Okay, it's not quite like how it is in the autumn season, and there's still some greenery around. So it's like being in between states, right? And that also reminds me of a reading that I posted today on TikTok. You'll see that go up, so do check that out if you're over on TikTok. But yeah, and that's what kind of ties into the main theme and discussion of today's message. It's like you are essentially going to experience a very different it's going to be like a very different experience. Let's just put it that way. Like you're going to experience a very different experience of the fall season, the autumn, okay? So I feel like in the coming months, for a lot of you, where normally you'd be winding down for the year or you'd be making certain plans with, the ideas or the goals in mind of maybe spending more time with loved ones or expecting things to slow down when it comes to your work or certain goals you have, being in that more fast-paced energy. I feel like it's going to be the opposite for a good selection of you, okay? I feel like, in fact, that's where things are going to start rapidly picking up momentum, okay? So it's almost like experiencing the opposite, right, of what you expect in that season, right? So where for a lot of people, the fall season would mark the winding down or, things kind of plateauing, I feel like it's actually going to be, things are going to accelerate for a lot of you, okay? So that could be a little bit jarring because you're going to be experiencing the opposite energy of what is expected or what many others around you could be experiencing, okay? But that's just because, you're in a different, stream flow, okay? So depending on what stream of consciousness you're tapped into and the timeline you're on, what you're experiencing, how things are playing out, divine timing, okay? There may be things that come up in juxtaposition to what a lot of other people are experiencing at that time, okay? Some things you'll resonate with for sure, okay? Because it is like overarching energies that affects pretty much everyone. But there's going to be certain things that take place or there's going to be a certain pace that you're operating at that seems almost counterintuitive to the time, the season, and, the sort of schedule everyone else is following, okay? And that's because you are in this magician energy, okay? So you're working with the currents, with the flow of energy, with the void space, within the void space, okay? And so you are operating at a different level. You are operating in alignment with the universe. And so you are invoking some very significant changes at this time. So like I say, energy is quickening. It's not slowing down for you, okay? There is a quickening effect taking place in your reality. So you are going to feel like certain things are being sped up or certain aspects of your reality is shifting, changing, okay? You may even experience the Mandela effect, okay? You may have already experienced that before. You're going to see more of that, trust me, okay? And things of that nature, okay? Things are going to, it's like reality is going to start warping around you, okay? And you're going to see that in various different ways. So we're going to have a look at this to get more insight, but I'm definitely getting like being in a different like current, okay? Like a stream, flow, getting those kind of energies. And it's yielding different results. It's yielding a different way of operating and being, okay? Operating at a different pace for sure, to what is kind of expected at the time that you're navigating, okay? Especially in terms of the seasons or, certain traditional holidays and things of that nature, right? So you may even find that on certain holidays, you're not winding down, you're actually gearing up, okay? Just like in, I guess, you know, retail, they gear up for the holidays, they don't slow down, right? So it's kind of like that. So tell me more for the collective, please. Yeah, Ace of Cups, okay? This is your rebirthing. So it is like you are coming up, just like this woman. It's like you're surfacing, okay, from the void state. So you've been in this state of the magician. You've been in that mode, okay, working with the elements, invoking very significant changes, even transmuting and transforming certain energies that reside within yourself, of course. That is a big part of this process and this undertaking, right? It has to start within for it to occur without. And so because you are ready and you're essentially bursting out of this cocoon, okay, you're rising to the surface, rising to the occasion. Yeah, there is going to almost be like a homecoming for you, okay? It's like that, okay? But I feel like that's from, you know, the perspective of the divine, that as you emerge out of this like chrysalis, there is going to be like a homecoming, a welcome home celebration for you by the divine, okay? And I do feel like there will be opportunities for you to come together with your loved ones, okay? And celebrate and just connect and be and support and have fun, right? So there's definitely still going to be that, but I just feel like things are moving very, very quickly for you at this time. Yeah, exactly. So there's definitely a lot of energy of like connectivity, building relationships, okay, collaborations, team effort, group effort, okay, community spirit is very high with this combination here. Yeah, exactly, okay. So it feels like, you know, you're going to have a very deep ingrained sense of belonging, okay, because it's like you are embodying, you know, like the highest vibration that exists within the collective, okay? And so it's like you're a beacon for others, okay? And you're also going to connect with others who are in the same vibration, because you yourself have undergone this huge undertaking, right? So that's awesome. So I definitely get beacon energy, lighthouse energy for sure. We know, as you know, that's a big theme here, okay? So you're definitely going to send out a signal that's going to be received as you emerge from this chrysalis, okay? And there's definitely going to be a celebration of sorts, a sense of coming together. I feel like a lot of opportunities are going to find you, okay? Like people are going to find you, seek you out for opportunities, seek you out to, you know, build, connect, work together, okay? Form a sense of community or help with community projects or, you know, help rebuild, right, communities that may have experienced some kind of disaster or catastrophe, or this could even be like forms of charity work, right? This can also be working together to tackle social issues or whatever the case may be. It's like it's gonna take different forms for different people, but I just feel like, you know, like your presence is going to be needed, okay? Like you have something valuable to bring to the table and people are going to see that. So that's why I feel like the energy is kind of like speeding up. Yeah. Because for a long time, it's like you've been in this chrysalis, like between states, right? Just like between seasons, you've been between states, between being ready, okay, and emerging as this like highest vibration of yourself, highest version of yourself, but also being held back until certain aspects of your shadow were completely integrated or fully realized, okay, fully recognized. Because while there was some part of your shadow that was being repressed, you couldn't really carry out this undertaking, whatever that's going to be for you. But it definitely seems to have something that involves the community, the divine, okay, and possibly the ascended masters. And it's something that's going to have an impact on your community in some shape or form, okay? So you had to be ready. Yeah. So I definitely feel, again, like you're being sought out for certain opportunities to be part of certain initiatives. Yeah, again, because of the light that you carry, because of the energy, because of your can-do attitude, because you believe in the seemingly impossible, because you believe in positive change here, okay? You believe that there are better ways of doing things, that, you know, working together, working united as a united front, we can bring about positive change, okay, in whatever shape or form that takes, you know? So I feel like you are actually ready for this. Yeah. We have the Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords. So I do feel like someone's aware, okay, that you are about to break through, okay, have this breakthrough, or rather it's like rise to the occasion. You're about to break out of your cocoon, okay, truly transformed and ready for this undertaking. And as someone who may have questioned whether or not, you know, you are truly ready for this undertaking, okay, if you are the person for this, someone may have been questioning your validity, or questioning, you know, whether or not this is something that is going to transpire in your life, okay? Maybe with the Sun and the Ace of Swords, okay, you already had a vision of what you were being, prepped for, okay? Whatever this undertaking is. Maybe it's about your vision, your purpose, your calling, okay? A mission here, a dream, okay? A passion of yours, okay? Something you care deeply about, something that is very close to your heart space, okay? Which is why the divine is bringing your vision to fruition at the right time, because it is something that is truly aligned to source frequency. You know, it is something bigger than yourself, right? And someone may have questioned whether or not, you know, this is something that could actually be realized if you were ever going to self-actualize in this way. But you are, okay? And so this is giving like naysayer energy, but I feel like this person is going to realize, you know, quite soon, okay? They're going to realize soon enough that actually you are. And so I feel like, you know, with very little to say, this person is just going to, you know, possibly move out the way. With that Six of Swords, it's funny how they came out together. Normally the Queen of Swords has a lot to say, okay? This is someone who's quite talkative. This would be a talker, okay? Someone who has a lot to share when it comes to communication. But this instance, I feel like just simply observing you come into this state of full awakening and self-actualization, this person is going to be left pretty speechless, okay? To the point where they're not even going to challenge you, especially if this was someone that was verbally challenging you or trying to challenge you intellectually, okay? Or trying to challenge this truth, this vision, okay? This calling, or whatever this, whatever this undertaking is, okay? That was literally activated within you, that was literally shown to you by source, okay? The divine light within. And so this person is being shut down, and I feel like they're moving along quickly, okay? So this was definitely a naysayer. I mean, that makes total sense with some of the energies and, you know, individuals I've seen trying to pop off, right, online. So, yeah, you may have experienced that recently yourself, okay? Especially if you resonate with this reading. Or you may have just experienced this, you know, throughout various points of your life. People doubting or putting doubt into your mind, okay? Or trying to put doubt, speak fear over your ideas, your vision, your creativity, your passion, okay? What you value. But that's because they have limiting beliefs and they're just projecting that, okay? So I wouldn't take that too personally. That's just because they have failed to self-realize and actualize, okay? And because they see you on the cusp of doing that, they feel somewhat threatened by it because they don't fully understand it, okay? So I wouldn't take it so personal. I mean, of course, you know, if they do anything, you know, really underhanded towards you, then yeah, of course, hold them accountable for their actions. But I'm just saying that don't see it as like, you know, you're doing something wrong. It's just, yeah, they hold limiting beliefs in some shape or form, okay? Yeah, look, we have this the Star. So again, the vision, self-actualizing, okay? Coming into true embodiment of the purpose, of the mission, of your essence, of your divine nature, okay? So this is you embodying your divine nature wholly, without any kind of excuse or apology, okay? You're not dimming your light at this point. In fact, you're going to be radiating and shining so brightly. As I mentioned in my community tab, right? In the post that I shared a couple of days ago, you're going to be shining so brightly, okay, that you don't have to seek out ways in which you can support your community, or ways in which, you know, you can fulfill this purpose. Those doorways and opportunities will find you, okay? You just need to be receptive to it. Yeah, the Chariot, okay? So that's the thing. It's about being open, okay? Her arms are wide open. She's open to working, leading, supporting her community. I say her because it's a woman on the card, but, you know, it's not gender specific, right? You know, this applies to all genders, right? Both sexes. It really doesn't matter. It's about the energy that you carry. And you do carry it well, okay? And so it's time. It's time for you to essentially embrace this calling, okay? And allow others to support this vision. Because there are people that you're supposed to support, that you're supposed to work with, that you're supposed to lead, that you're supposed to guide, that you're supposed to collaborate with, find solutions with, okay? Yeah, look, see that Magician energy again. So this is something that you've been actively calling into fruition, okay? And that's because you yourself are aligned. You are truly in alignment, okay? So whatever was blocking you energetically, okay, especially again when it comes to the shadow or the ego, okay, which can be expressed in the Strength card, especially the ego, whatever fragments of an identity or an opposed or assumed identity, okay, that isn't really indicative and reflective of who you truly are, that has been stripped away, okay, or that has already been transmuted, okay, with the Magician energy. So it's like now you're in your truest vibration. And that can be as well, not just, you know, what was bogging you down and blocking you and you know, creating doubt or creating resistance, okay, based on, you know, what you believed yourself to be, or based on your view of yourself, based on your past experiences or whatever, or other people's opinions, okay? I feel like you've also removed blockages when it comes to projection, okay? And so I feel like it's just the full works. You've had to transmute a lot of different things. That which was thrown at you from outside of yourself, and of course that which you were holding within yourself, okay? The ways in which you were possibly self-deprecating or speaking doubt into your own heart, your own mind, okay? Your own thoughts and beliefs. We have the Two of Wands, yeah. So I definitely feel like that old way of operating and doing things, that has come to a swift end, or is coming to a swift end, okay? I feel like this is like the energy of you. I feel like you're sitting down with yourself and say, look, cut the shit, okay? You know what it is you need to do. You know where you're headed. You know what it is that you want, okay? You know what your vision is. You've been shown. It's been confirmed, okay? You feel it in your heart. You know this is what means the most to you. So go for it, okay? There is nothing holding you back at this point. Not even you can hold you back at this point. So let's go, okay? Let's get it together and let's get moving. So you could be giving yourself like a tough love pep talk as well, okay? Especially if you felt like you was unsure how to get to where you need to be to make things happen. It's like the divine is reminding you, listen, you don't have to worry about that. Just get up and get moving. We'll show you the way, okay? We'll bring the people in you need. We'll bring in the resources you need. We just need to see you taking initiative. So I feel like that's what you're doing, okay? Yeah, Seven of Cups. Again, because I do feel like you are unsure. Like, but, you know, can I trust certain people? Or can I trust myself to make the right decisions? Can I trust my judgment? It hasn't always served me in the past, you know? Things like that. Or, you know, I'm not sure how to feel. Am I truly ready to take this role on board? And it's like, the divine is like, yes, you are ready. Let's go. You know, it's kind of like that. You are ready. Sun card. What is there to be confused about? What is there to overthink? What is there to be unsure of? Again, so I do feel like some doubt may start creeping in or surfacing again, or that's something you've been contending with. But I feel like that's being addressed, okay? You are addressing that within yourself. And the divine is also giving you the appropriate nudges, okay? Yeah, Four of Wands. So that's the thing, you know. So some of these naysayers, because it may not even just be one person. This could be people that are part of maybe a current community that you're part of, or a family dynamic, or a friendship group, or you know, a work situation, say like an office environment, right? A team or something like that, right? But definitely this could be family as well. You know, that may have spoken a lot of doubts, okay, over you, or, you know, have fed a lot of like uncertainty or confusion or fear, okay, even. But I feel it's more like doubt than any of that, to be honest, okay. Best, I would say definitely self-limiting beliefs. So that's something I feel like you're moving away from, okay? So you may even limit your interaction with certain people who do speak a lot of doubt over your ideas, or that may come at you sideways with their communication because they are not feeling confident or they are not feeling sure, right? So you're not letting other people's fears or doubts become your own, which is quite smart. And especially in a position like this, okay, where you're at and where you're headed, you need to be very mindful of the energy that you surround yourself with. So if you have to limit your time with certain people while you're in this like really transformative state, then that's perfectly understandable, right? Because look, your breakthrough is here, okay? This is profound changes in your 3D environment as a result of the profound changes that have taken place within, okay? The Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, okay, everything is changing. Your reality is going to look nothing like it did in the past, okay? For those who I'm picking up on, I'm telling you, there is things that are happening in your life that don't make sense, straight up, okay? Like, it's not going to make sense to some people. It's going to be completely opposite of, like, you know, the dumb way of doing things, or the order of things. Especially I'm getting the order of things. Like I say, where people expect certain things to play out in certain seasons, it's the opposite for you right now, okay? Because for you, it's like you're not following a manual. You're not following convention or tradition, okay? You are wielding, okay, the very essence of change in your life. And so when that change plays out, is not based on, you know, a set routine or pattern. This is based on when the time is right, when everything is aligned, when you are truly aligned. And that's what's happening. You and the universe, okay, with the magician to the wheel, you and the universe are on the exact same page here. And because you are in full alignment with the universe, okay, it's like your will matches its own in a way. Like that's what I'm getting, microcosm, macrocosm energy. Because you're both in such alignment, and I say both because, you know, the universe is a living presence, is a living force, okay, just like source energy, okay, is something that is, you know, it's not just like an innate object, okay, that's just existing. No, okay, it is constantly moving, expanding, and, you know, evolving itself, okay. So, you know, it is a conscious thing, right? So you and the universe are on the same page here. And because you're in true alignment, okay, that's what's enabling these insane changes to occur. Like, people aren't going to understand how it happened. Put it that way. Yeah, look, see, the Emperor. You're embodying this Emperor energy, okay? Very strong, divine, masculine energy. Regardless if you're a male or female, it doesn't matter. It is just strong, masculine energy. That is the energy of the doer. That is the energy of creation, okay? Creating something, asserting one's will, and making it happen, okay? Like the Empress energy is that of, you know, taking something at its base form and birthing it into, you know, a new creation, a new form, okay? It is also the energy of being receptive. But this is the energy of someone who is giving, invoking, creating, okay? This is someone who's asserting their will and making it be done, okay? So co-creation in its purest form, pretty much, okay? So this is you taking initiative, taking control, utilizing your power in a very benevolent way, okay? In a very divine and positive way, in order to dispel doubt, fear, disbelief, okay? and actually move with intention, move with clarity of mind, move with belief, with assurance, confidence, awareness, okay? Support, so much support, okay? Like literally the universe is working with you. How much more support can you ask for, you know? The divine is working with you with the temperance. How much more support can you ask for? So it doesn't matter if the people that were once around you don't support the vision or didn't support the vision or didn't see where you were coming from. It really is irrelevant, because the people that are coming into your life will absolutely understand the vision, because they will in some shape or form be part of it, okay? Whether that's just supporting you emotionally, whether that's directly working with you in some capacity, whether that's being inspired by you, or, you know, you taking the lead in some shape or form, or, you know, taking a leaf out of your book and spreading that message further or something like that, right? That's what I'm getting. So, of course, you have a tremendous amount of divine support. Exactly, justice. Because it's time, okay? It's time for things to really kick off, okay? And I do feel that. I feel like in the coming months, profound changes are occurring, okay? And it is helping to create a sense of equilibrium and balance, not just in your life, but again, in certain communities where it is really, truly needed, okay? I do feel like as well, like, you know, you will be taking stock of where you've been, what has led you to this moment, okay? To fully being in this new reality, okay? And not just like, you know, experiencing it, okay, but fully being of it, okay, and partaking in it, being fully present in it, okay, being fully aligned with it, okay, being fully accepting and embracing of it, okay, without no longer looking back. You will reach that point, but at first I feel like you will look back just to take stock of where you've been in order to get to this point, and then you'll fully like submerge yourself, right? So you come up, you rise up to the occasion, you jump through the portal, and then you submerge yourself again. But rather than it feeling like, you know, you're being held underwater, you're going to simply feel like you're floating, okay? And that you're just like there, okay? That you're just there being held in the deep waters, rather than feeling like you're drowning or you're being submerged or being held under, being forced down. You're just going to be floating. That's what it feels like, okay? Yeah. So again, with that Four of Cups, I really don't feel like this is bad energy. You're going to be floating, okay? But you are going to look back, you know, just be like, man, it took a lot to get here with the Nine of Wands. It took a lot. I went through a lot to get here, you know. I went through a lot of disappointments. I went through a lot of heartbreak. I went through a lot of, you know, a lack of support or ridicule or, you know, loneliness or disillusionment, you know, whatever, okay? But I'm here, you know, source energy. Even when I was going through that, source was there guiding me all along. My ancestors, the spirit guides, the ascended masters, okay? Everyone was rooting for me. Everyone knew that this was just part of the process, okay? Even when I didn't know it, you know, I was still being led. I was still being led. I was still being held. I said led. You know, led and held at the same time. I do that all the time. I cross my words. But anyway, yeah, I was still being led. I was still being held. And I was able to keep going, okay? So definitely good news coming in for you with the Page of Wands. And it is your wish fulfillment. It is you self-actualizing and making your vision your reality, okay? Yeah, exactly. You've been walking the sort of walking the line, the tightrope between two states of consciousness, two states of being, okay? Two states of awareness and two realities, okay? But it's about to collapse into one singularity, okay? With judgment being here. And that's because ultimately you made your choice, and that is your highest timeline. That is the whole reason why you felt compelled to begin your spiritual journey in the first place, okay? So this is actually like mind-blowing, okay? This really is mind-blowing. So get ready. There's some really like like just benevolent, divine, profound, gorgeous energy coming in, okay? And I just feel like you're going to be a receiver for that, so that you can take the actions you're guided to take. Yeah, exactly, with the Chariot. So you can take the actions you're guided to take, okay? So you're going to be mobilized as a vehicle for divine will. That's what it feels like, okay? But that's because the divine's will, your will, the universe's will is all on the same page. So this is amazing. It really is. So honestly, going through this process, you absolutely should give yourself a pat on the back, because it is a huge undertaking. Not everyone makes it, okay? That's just the reality. A lot of people do drown in those deep waters, okay? But you didn't. And now you're going to be simply floating, okay? So amazing. So any parting advice for the collective that are about to experience this really beautiful and just mind-boggling mind-boggling breakthrough? Ooh, look at that. See, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? And again, don't get caught up on the gender, okay? This is it, okay? The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? That is it. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Exactly. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new wave being integration. This is the reading in a nutshell. So what the divine is basically saying is everything I told you is on the money if this is your reading, okay? And not only that, this is literally the stages you've been navigating. This is literally like the timeline of events that you're going through, okay? There is you knowing that you have this calling. This is everything that has been preventing you from realizing oneself, okay? Realizing one's true potential, okay? Understanding oneself, okay? Truly. And what is required of you, and anything that's blocking that, yeah, that falling away, okay? And anything that you're still have been holding on to, we talked about that when we was talking about the ego and the shadow, okay? That being, you know, essentially destroyed. You being called to be a leader of sorts, okay? A guide, a support system, a inspiration, a message, or whatever it is, okay? It's going to be different. This is just symbolism for the many different things that could be, okay? But it's significant, clearly, okay? And you are being called to step up and lead in some shape or form, even if that's just being like a source of inspiration, which is no small thing. That is monumentous, okay? So never doubt the ways in which you can support or do your part. Because I'm telling you, if you're seeing this and you feel it in your heart space that you resonate with this, like you have something wonderful to share, okay? So don't be afraid to share it, even if, like I say, those who were around you or are around you don't get it. There are people that will, okay? And that need to experience or hear or see or partake in whatever it is you're about to do, okay? Whatever it is you're about to share, whatever it is that you're about to present, okay? Again, you're coming, excuse me, you're coming into this space of beginning to trust your path, okay? Trust the process, okay? Again, you may feel like at times, am I doing this alone? No, you're not. You are supported. You are held tremendously, okay? You know that now. You are realizing that now, okay? So trust what it is that you're getting. Trust the insights, the confirmations that you're getting, okay? You are going through profound upgrades, okay? We even have initiation here. So you are going through this integration process, okay? You are being balanced out in all ways, okay? You are experiencing true alignment in its most potent potential form, okay? So this new way of being is completely transforming you, and it's transforming your life for the better, okay? So trust it. Trust what you're seeing, hearing, feeling, okay? What your intuition is telling you. Because everything is unfolding for your highest good and the highest good of all. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Exactly. It is time. It is time for you to come burst out of the cocoon. That is fast approaching, okay? So you're being encouraged to prepare yourself, okay? It's time to get out of the cave. It's time to come out of the cocoon, okay? And get out there, because there are people that you are meant to cross paths with. There are people that you're meant to build with. There are people that are meant to hear your story. That are meant to hear your ideas. That are meant to hear your proposals, okay? Your solutions. I mean, you have something to share. I'm telling you. It won't come up like this if you didn't.